So here we are in version 3 of the BalloonPro software. In the top left, you'll see a drop-down box. Make your way down to organic, and here we are. The organic template is definitely my most favorite addition to the new BalloonPro software. I'll explain it for you here. So we can load and save the JOSON file, which is the working file. So any changes that you make sure you click save as a JSON if you want to upload it again later. So if you want to upload to do more work to it, that's what we want to do. Save as JPEG, PNG, everything else saves or exports a visual of the work that you've done. So quickly working along, we've got zoom, that's all cool. And I'll explain the rest on the left here, which is what we do for working with our particular design. The first thing you want to do is colors down here. So you add colors. Let's go for like a nice sort of soft pinky pastel-y mix. Maybe add another tone of pink. And you'll see thick, thin, metric, or imperial. You can mix that around as you see fit. Now the image height. So if my total working height is 3 meters, then that's how it is, which means that as I paint all of these balloons, it'll paint per unit of measurement, in this case 1 meter, 10, 12 centimeter balloons, 8, 28 centimeters, and so on. So 1 meter, as I drag and drop, and I'm holding on to that button as I work my way down, is that, right? So that's roughly the measurements that we have here. Now the color distribution is even right now, so I'll drag and work my way along, and that's the same sort of colors, okay? The distribution of colors. You can change that, I'll click clear, by clicking different. Just say I want more white, right? So everything's going to be 15% except white, which will be 40%. Now, as I drag, you'll see there's more white here, okay? So you can choose the colors to the preference. The other thing is, if we change the image height to say 6 meters, it changes the balloon size accordingly so that it sits in proportion to that image height, or the canvas height, if you want to call it that. So moving along, most of the time we draw our organic garland over a photo. So the client might send us a photo. In this case, I've got a sample photo to work with. Just say the client sends us this beautiful wall and says, I want an organic garland here. They might ask, what can you do? So the first thing I'm looking at is the height. So I would say that wall in relation to the chair is maybe 2.5 meters. So working backwards, this line here might be about 4 meters. So that's where we'll start. Maybe 40% white's a bit of an overkill. Let's just go 20/20 everywhere. That's fun. All right. So now, as I drag right down on the grid, it's creating the garland at random in sizes. But then I can draw it a little bit thicker here or there. Okay, and then maybe it's a swag and it's coming up, whatever it could be. So there's gaps, and that's all fine. Now there's thick or thin. So I like to add some thinner, smaller balloons, the detail over the top. All right, maybe down here there's a bit more of a sprawl of thinner textured balloons down the bottom. We can make individual changes under specific brush. Just say we want a bit more white, and we want to add individual sizes. So some 40 centimeters here, some smaller 12 centimeter, 5 inches here and there. You know, we can fill gaps with specific colors and sizes that we wish. So here we go. That's one particular design. I might then save as and export as a JPEG. I'll remove the stock calculation because this is going to the client, and or whatever. Okay, so that's something I'm going to include as a digital render for my quote. So I can go clear, and what I like to do for all of my clients is give them an option A and an option B. So I'll just change it to imperial for you guys. We can see all the measurements as they appear now in imperial size. And maybe now let's go, just for the purpose of, we'll go a bit more of pinks, or maybe more pinks, 30, 30, 30. And okay, just to change it up. All right, so now I'm going to drag, maybe this is a different shape. What I love to do myself actually is draw something over just to see, is undo by the way, undo, redo, just to see what that might look like in the space. What if we had something building under here and growing? What if it's like this, like a one-sided arch kind of shape that sprawls as it hits the ground? Okay, well maybe we're not liking the colors. So maybe we've got too much pink. We need a bit more white. Um, so having the ability to change the colors in real time as you build helps you as the artist get a really good feel for what works in that space. So that your options A and options B, or C, whatever it may be, work really well in this particular design template to give you that visual. Obviously, we're going a bit overboard here. And now we can click thin and draw over that for our smaller textured balloons. All right, and save that as a second option. So back in the day, I used to be squiggling little lines over the photos that my clients would send me. Now, in an instant, can you squiggle a line, but it actually creates a render using the exact colors that you might want to use for your client, for your specific job. And definitely my most favorite tool for the new Balloon Pro. If you have any questions, the Facebook group balloonpro.co is a great one, and you can also DM me anytime. I hope you enjoy. Bye.